Dark light, it starts one night. With a little sleepless smallness, a few stars creep out like cress.
We were determined really that it shouldn't just be about the outdoor events, important as those were. So I personally am most proud of the education programme. And that, of course, all happened behind the scenes to an extent. We had a programme in schools run by GLOS, our arts education agency. Now that rolled out in 5 small rural primary schools, and all of the kids in those schools had a chance to try instruments, create music and perform to the rest of the school. So that was, a really good experience for them.
In each school we're doing a little performance in front of the rest of the school. Most schools seem to rise to the occasion. They like a performance. They like to be showing off what they can do.
I'm looking forward to the performance, but I am a bit nervous as well.
I think we're going to do quite well because we've worked on it all week and we know what we're going to do now.
I'm a bit nervous about the performance, but it's going to be fun.
Our adult education service commissioned the local charity Art Shape to run workshops in 3 adult opportunity centres across the county and 3 family centres. And our artists went in and worked with the clients in those centres, creating fantastic willow sculptures and open-air lantern-type installations, which were then brought to the sites where we had our outdoor events, where hundreds of people could enjoy them, and they look fantastic.
I was fascinated by how they find this territory that's somewhere between music and language, where language becomes a very pure sound. And I had heard them speaking poetry in chorus, so I was specifically inspired to write something for them to perform in chorus. Then there was the community choirs, and that was very moving to see lots of people, to hear lots of people singing the words, which I do think Pete Rosser put to music very brilliantly. He really followed the rhythms that I'd written into the poems, so I was very impressed with that.
Well, I think it's important if you want to establish a sense of community, which is what it's done for us in the choir, and it really, to have something to work towards like this rather than just singing an assortment of stuff, something really local to focus on. It's great because it makes you feel like you belong and proud of where you live.
It's been wonderful to experience how the other choirs have been working at these pieces by Pete, and it's been well worthwhile, and we're looking forward to doing some more of that in the future, I hope.
But what I think I really loved was the way we were led out of the theatre and into an outdoor venue, because after all it's a poem about the outdoors and about the River Severn.
One of the effects on people, and certainly on me myself, was to just make us see places a little bit differently, really open our eyes to what's around us.
Well, we're on holiday and we didn't know about the project, and we're just wandering about an evening and we saw all these strange people, and we followed the crowd, and there's a really lovely atmosphere, and we're not quite sure what we're enjoying, but we're enjoying it.
it was just incredible in this park. It was full of fire. It was like the poem had been sort of dismantled. There were all these installations through the park. There was a featherbed full of children. And there were these very beautiful dances, danced by children with real focus and commitment.
Group that I'm working with, age-wise and ability-wise. So it's been a way that we can really find a connection with Alice Oswald's poem and use that as a really brilliant creative stimulus to bring about movement, to inspire different ways of working together.
It's really good that it's something that we've all decided as a community to get together and do a massive piece for, so we're involving all sorts of different performing arts and people from all sorts of different areas.
Well, I actually like all types of dances. I like ballroom, I like the kind of dancing where it, like sort of ballet dancing. That's why I enjoy dancing so much. It's the way your body moves.
So the moves and everything are based on the poem, which is about the moon and how everything changes with the moon, tides and voices and stuff, and we put that through movement.
And then, of course, the highlight was this moment when Harry Kingscott, who was a true person who drowned in the Severn, he was reenacted and tightrope walked across the Severn, which I think everybody had their hearts in their mouths, and it was very moving indeed.
Absolutely beautiful. I got here for the picnic and I thought that was a very gentle, nice, family, kind of sunshiny atmosphere, and this evening I thought was absolutely stunning.
Tonight was absolutely brilliant, wasn't it? Really good. The dances were fantastic, the fireworks were brilliant.
In all the years I've lived in the county, I hadn't been down to Lydney Docks, and other people have said the same to me. It's a good 2 miles off the road. An amazing, very historic site.
We've come down here from Stourport to see what Lydney had to offer. We've never been to Lydney before either, and the harbour here is it's a lovely place.
Well, I must admit, this is actually a part of Gloucestershire I didn't realise existed, so from that point of view, it's been a wonderful experience.
We've come all the way from Worcester to see it. It's been a fantastically well-organised festival, a great time. We've enjoyed the guided tour, thought it was absolutely brilliant. The dancing and singing, the bands. The weather's been great, hasn't it? So we've had a really, really good day.
Well, we saw the choirs and the dancing and the street theatre, and Byron was wonderful doing his poetry and being very miserable and worried, and the sturgeon and everything, and it's just been such a beautiful day.
To see this walking storyline as we were guided through this long spit of land along the banks of the Severn here, it was really something that kept the kids engaged for the best part of 2 hours, kept me engaged for the best part of 2 hours. It just made real sense, not just poetic sense, but it all came together quite wonderfully. And it had people laughing and had people learning about the river. Why not? It's a wonderful place.
Through those events, we've contributed to tourism. We've opened local people's eyes to the places around them, which perhaps they weren't aware of before or have been helped to see in a new light. And through the sheer scale of those events, contributed to the economic regeneration by bringing people and business into Tewkesbury and into Lydney.
What did I dream last night? I dreamt I was the moon. I woke and found myself still asleep.